Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're someone who's been watching for a while, then you will recognize this location behind me from when I was here. This is the Lehigh Gorge State Park, and right back here is actually the train tunnel, which when I was here and I filmed this location back in the summertime, I did not take you guys through the inside of there. That was something that I wasn't sure if you were allowed to go into. I was a little bit mixed up with the things with the whole Glen being closed. But that is actually accessible, and since making that video, I have actually been inside. So today I had a little bit of time on my hands and I was looking for something to do, so I figured now would be a perfect opportunity to let you guys see a visual on what inside of that tunnel actually looks like. Alright guys, so here we are parked over on the other side where we can actually access this. It's currently 33 degrees out, and I have a feeling it's going to be a lot colder in there. Could be warm, but I am still going to place my bets on it's probably really, really cold. And honestly, this is quite the quite the view here. And actually, right here, you guys can see there's actually, it looks like some remains of some track, which is pretty cool. Got some icicles hanging down, and I'm gonna have to get my light for this. Alright guys, you can see there's a lot of debris down here on the flooring of this, which actually has fallen from up above. Alright guys, bear with me for 1 second. I want to take this off of wide angle because this actually does do a little bit better on the standard mode. Alright guys, so here we are on standard. This actually has a little bit better visibility in the dark when it's like this. But you guys can see this is just a totally awesome tunnel here, which a train did pass through. And actually, if you see, there's a set of railroad ties here and a set of railroad ties over here, which to me indicates that there was two tracks that passed through here. Now, this is a little bit sketchy. I kind of am a little bit fearful of this. I really don't like being in something like this. It's a little uncomforting because obviously if all of this stuff is on the ground, then it had to have come from somewhere, and that somewhere is up. So definitely a little bit crazy. But when I was in here, I was actually here with JP Videos and RJ78 Productions, and I believe he said that if you don't hear an echo, that's when you know it's bad. However, I'm sure if I'm incorrect on that, then he'll correct me down below in the comments. But you can see how all this is just kind of caving away here. No pun intended. That would suck to have that land on your head. And honestly, there's really no amount of hard hat out there that would ever protect you from what could come down from here. Now right there you can actually see we have another piece of rail, and it looks like it's actually spiked in. You can see there's some spikes up there, and here's a nice little cavity there. Lots of water on the floor. There's lots of moisture inside of here, which you guys can possibly hear dripping, but I'm sure you can see it. And that's all coming from up above. Not a whole lot of ice in here. There's ice on the outside. Back to what I was saying earlier, I actually think that it's warmer inside of here than it is outside. Now, I initially had thought that it was going to be colder in here, but funny enough, I'm actually more content with being in here than being out in the wide open. Now, walking through this reminds me of the turnpike tunnels, which is something I wanted to do this year. However, never got around to it, and to be honest, I am not going to be doing that in the winter, because we did that before and it was pretty brutal with all the cold wind coming through. Guys, this is awesome. Now, what's actually really cool is in the summer we couldn't see this, but right now you can actually see straight across. I'm going to try to see if I can zoom in here. You guys can actually see all the way over to the other side there, where prior it was all that brush in the way and you couldn't. But this is a really nice view. We've kicked it back on the wide angle for right now to let you guys be able to kind of take this in. And turning back around, here we are looking back inside of the cave. Well, it's not really a cave, but I guess it is now. I'll call it a cave. I'm calling it a cave. That's my name for it. It's a cave. Yep, strobing on the light. And there we go. Definitely some graffiti work down here. I honestly thought there'd be a lot more, but I guess there's not too many people that want to risk coming inside here. Look at all that. It's just amazing. And it's so tall. Like, the ceiling is so high. I couldn't imagine like how loud it would be if a locomotive actually came through here. And back on this time period, it would have been a steam engine. And yeah, that would have been loud. Very, very loud. So guys, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this, and let me know if you guys actually have what it takes to come inside of here now. Not picking on nobody, because honestly, it took me a little bit before I came in here. It took Jay and RJ, hold my hand for me to come through here. But once I already kind of came through it, now it's a lot of water there. Now I'm actually comfortable and content with it, but it still is scary just because of, the hazards and yeah. Definitely thought there would have been ice in here, but it seems like we lucked out. And that's very, very steep. Not too bad once you're actually on it walking, but it seems like they actually at one point tried to actually enclose this and it just kind of gave way. Like I said, when I first came here, I thought that you weren't actually allowed to come into this, so that's the only reason why I really didn't try any effort on doing it that first time around. I'm trying to turn my flashlight off with numb fingers. it's quite the task. But here we are coming out. I gotta say, I think that was a very, very awesome experience. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're new. Ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. Now, as far as the winter goes, I'm really hoping to be able to go out and do a couple videos, you know, exploring and things like that. Honestly, it seems like it's going to be a very brutal winter. I already can't feel my fingertips. It's getting cold fast, and we've already had some snow up in this area, which last year we hardly had any snow. So we're going to see how things go. I do have some plans on meeting up with some people, but again, it's just all this stuff with the virus has just caused issues. We were actually quarantined ourselves for a while because of exposure at my wife's job, which luckily after all this time, she did come back with a test that was negative. So, you know, luckily we have the build videos going on the channel, which I know aren't really saving the channel. And, you know, I've been doing the videos of the decorations out in the yard and things like that, just to kind of try to, you know, make up a little bit of time here to where I have something to upload. But honestly, it's been very hard, you know, to actually go out and make any content. So thanks for everybody who's been, you know, staying around and realizing that. But I did figure I would, you know, come out and tell you guys what's been going on. But anyway, so there are plans to do some meetups with some people to explore some locations, as well as some paranormal investigations. It just, you know, we gotta play everything by ear. So don't want to make any promises right now, but we will, no matter what, have some videos in the future. And stay tuned, because we're going to be making a paranormal vehicle. That's to come. I'll tell you guys more about it later. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys next time.
The apocalypse.